Robot vacuums. They've become a lot more powerful in 2020. Looks like now, in 2021, they're getting much more precise with the use of more laser beams. Xiaomi ecosystem's Dreame L10 Pro is here to showcase how effective all of that is. Let's inspect. Hey, welcome to the channel. This is the place where we inspect cool tech and yet another robot vacuum. If you've never had one, you should think about getting, even if it's a budget-friendly device, because they've become a lot more useful in the past couple of years. Dreame, as a company, is a trendsetter right now. They were among the first to extract 4,000 Pascal suction power in their motors, which is close to twice than what we got 2 years ago. Now, combined with this really serious achievement, they add a lot more advanced high-precision 3D navigation. Unlike some other motors with 3D navigation, they still keep the LiDAR module on the top, but add this large new thing on the front. So, in terms of competition, perhaps we can mention the 360 S10, which is however a lot more expensive. Right now, the L10 Pro costs only $320, which for the feature set that it packs is quite hard to believe, especially knowing that it is a Xiaomi ecosystem product, meaning that you take advantage of the Mi Home app and a lot more advantages. Even more exciting is the fact that the latest Roborock is close to $550 and doesn't even have some of these advanced features. So if there's a brand that we can really highlight because of its bang for the buck ratio, right now this clearly is Dreame. So if you wonder whether it's a meaningful iRobot, Miele or Ruventa competitor, I wonder that as well, so how about getting started with the unboxing and see how things go with the testing after that? Good pack. Compact and really nicely designed, it all starts with the user guide. Read it carefully, it's usually full of useful tips and tricks. Next is the water tank with the mop, so now we can for sure confirm it's capable of wet cleaning. Main unit comes out next. Here's the black edition. There might be a white color variation appearing at some point. When exactly, I still don't know. In terms of accessories, I guess we have an amount that suits the budget line. Just the charger and the side brush. Not too much, but seems to be just about right. Spares are missing, but if you want to order some, there are plenty of them to be purchased online. Now, while we are looking at the robot from more and different angles and exploring its components, let us also talk about the hardware characteristics, because if specs are good, we may have good reasons to hope for good software and eventually decent performance. So, if you're an expert about robot vacuums or just a beginner, hear out what the Dreame L10 Pro has to offer. Suction power is up to 4,000 pascals, that's quite a remarkable achievement. 570 ml dust box, 270 ml water tank, advanced LiDAR navigation with 3D detection, less than 65 decibels noise, 5,200 mAh battery converting into up to 150 minutes of cleaning time, smart home assistant integration, Wi-Fi module, and controlled by the famous Mi Home app. So, on theory, this is a very powerful robot with innovative specs and features, and based on previous experience with Dreame devices, it's built with parts of excellent quality. You know, it's all about the details. You can see the main brush, perfect for collecting hair from pets and for cleaning carpets. Like most premium robot vacuums, it has automatic carpet detection mode, which means that if you clean at moderate power, as soon as it senses a carpet, it's gonna boost the suction to the maximum. Now, let us start running our regular testing and see more about the performance. Rice, no problem, effectiveness is there, although it did miss some grays, as you can notice. Still, collecting 58 out of 60 grams spilled rice is very good achievement for single cleaning. If you repeat the procedure, that would be close to 100% success rate. If we talk about regular dust and little crumbs, they have absolutely no chance against the well-trained smart Dreame L10 Pro. You can notice that its movements are smooth and gentle to the furniture. You will discover an option in the app for a more precise detection mode, which is the one that triggers the front sensors, and this will make the cleaning process even more efficient at the price of a bit greater battery consumption. Climbing on two carpets works very well. Luckily, this time thick carpets are not a challenge for the main brush, as it has been reported by some users for the predecessor. If we go for mopping, you will enjoy the same good grade of effectiveness. The water tank is not huge and is one of these that you have to mount at the bottom. but is electronically controlled and based on what we see, does a decent job. If Dreame are seeking for improvement for this model, an idea would be to implement the Y-shaped movement for cleaning that devices from ProCleaning and Viomi lines already offer. After the cleaning, recommended is to remove the dust from the box and to wash them up if you've used it. The main brush also needs maintenance from time to time. The sides are detachable, and from the standpoint of a Roborock S5 user, which doesn't have this feature, I can promise you that this little trick here is priceless. Concerning the smartphone app, It's Me Home right now looks great and you can save multiple maps, and the robot is smart enough to detect new places and areas and to create new maps for those. You can set no-go zones or areas to be cleaned. I feel like the app has almost everything that you can think of. Switching between modes, language pack adjustments, schedulers, timers, firmware update options and so on. I've heard that a 3D map option is expected to arrive, so that you can fully take advantage of the 3D object scanning and have more detailed look at your home. Speaking of your home, smart assistants are another good feature. You can easily link with Alexa and start the cleaning without even touching the phone or the robot. Just ask Alexa. Before we give it a verdict, maybe we can talk about the drawbacks. Given the price point, I should be careful what I'm asking for, but I wish the 3D map option was here for the review. It's not yet. Hopefully at the time you watch this, it may be part of the app. There is no Y-shaped mopping feature. I also noticed the Wi-Fi coverage to be rather weak. However, there was no option to add a second network just in case. And battery life, although 150 minutes are promised, it lasted only half of that time during my testing. So it could be that there's something not right with the battery inside my unit, or the consumption is a little higher than the usual due to the strong suction and the new features. But even like that, it should be good enough for cleaning areas of up to 200 square meters. So, in short, a lovely product, especially given the price point. The first robot with 3D scanning that I've tried used to cost close to 3 times more when it was launched, and now Dreame are joining the battle with their take on a super smart and powerful robot vacuum. So yeah, I do think it's a great choice, definitely a very strong year for Dreame, and make sure to check the video description because I'll put links to some of the recent reviews of their products that we've done here. I think it's a momentum, and I don't believe these awesome prices will be here for too long. So if you search right now for a great bargain for a vacuum robot or handheld vacuum, take a look in the section below the video where I'm going to post some pretty good deals for you. With that, our job here is done. We've seen the strengths and the weaknesses, and if there are more to add to the list, make sure to join the conversation in the comments below. One more thing, because I know how much effort I put in creating these videos, and hopefully you've already learned something new or interesting. Please think about subscribing to the channel, especially if you believe you may want to come back sooner or later. I'm Michael, your friendly smiley host, and now it's the right time to say thank you for choosing this channel. Been a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye!
Start charging.